Could you give us your prediction for what will come out of the climate talks this week?
Well, Justin, I believe that there will be a breakthrough when President Obama arrives. I'm confident that he, along with the other leaders, China, India, and, well, the rest of the world, will come to a consensus on what needs to happen to solve this climate crisis. I also believe that the question of energy poverty is going to become more visible as we move into the talks. Up until now, the question of energy access, frankly, has not been given the attention that it deserves. The fact that there are 2 billion people in the world that do not have access to modern energy services, especially electricity, that is a problem that has to be dealt with. And the question is, how are these 2 billion people going to emerge from centuries of darkness into a sustainable future? I would like to think that renewable energy technology holds great promise for these people. I work for the Solar Electric Light Fund, a Washington, D.C. based nonprofit organization that has for the past 2 decades been delivering sustainable energy solutions, specifically solar power, to these rural communities in the developing world that have never been connected to an electric power grid and aren't likely to be connected anytime in the foreseeable future. The good news is that they don't need to follow the footsteps of the industrialized world. They can bypass fossil fuels and wireline infrastructure and go straight to clean, renewable, distributed power from the sun and from wind and from the tides. And we've seen, in our own case, we've now brought sustainable solar power to 20 countries in Asia, Africa, and more recently to sub-Saharan Africa. And we're using that power for a whole range of services, basic lighting in their homes, but also water pumping and purification, electrification of schools and health clinics, also using the energy to power irrigation systems so that these farming communities can grow food sustainably. Wireless communications is another thing that becomes possible when you bring energy to these rural villages, and bringing both voice and data connectivity along with light and power opens up tremendous opportunities to bringing these isolated communities into the 21st century, giving them access to information and knowledge that they need to grow and prosper. So I am confident that as we move into the concluding days of COP15, that access to energy and renewable energy technologies will become seen as a crucial ingredient in coming up with the global energy solutions that we're all talking about.